open your eyes, we are jumping into the first segment this morning, and it's all about Grace and you. We are joined this morning by our besties on a Friday. Of course, Miss V and Marvin, and they're here to cook up a storm. April did mention that she is certainly looking forward to this particular meal, and I have to say, same. I love me some pasta. Miss V, thank you so much for always coming up with innovative ways to use Grace products. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, ladies. Always a privilege to be here on a Friday. You know what? Hey, let's share up, even though it's a bit sunny right now. Don't know what the weather will turn out to be, but we got a fun recipe this morning for you guys. So, come on, viewers, you got to try these things and put it in the comment section. Let us see. Because then, because then there's so many wonderful products at Grace, and you know Miss V is always brainstorming an easy way that you can incorporate these products into your everyday meal. Because then, hey, if you're not really a rice person, let's do the pasta. So today we're doing a Grace tuna Alfredo.
You know what I'm thinking, Miss V? Maybe perhaps we make a competition out of it. I think that will definitely not this. I talk about
producer. Are you
here? Our viewers should do competitions with the recipes that we put out, and then they snap a photo.
I agree.
They take it. You see how Sabrina quick fast and hurry like we do this today.
What we doing?
No, because then when you tried, she planned to try something that I did about 2 weeks ago, and I'm not sure if she did, but you could be one of them to put it in.
You're right. It was the eggs with the
the Scotch eggs. The corned beef Scotch eggs.
That's what it was. I think I didn't have the flour, and I never want to go buy flour because then I make want to go make Johnny cake.
Come on.
Everything. Anyways,
then that may be a cool breakfast, because my man say it could be like a brunchish, because then you have the corned beef and you had the egg, then the Johnny cake made us.
Miss V, I am on a lifelong diet. Okay?
A lifelong journey.
A lifelong journey.
Yes.
We'll
but
get to
nevertheless, you are trying pasta today.
Yes,
it is a tuna Alfredo.
Yes, and our tuna of choice is the chunk in water. This is the premium one. This is one of my fave. I like the shredded one, but I like the chunky one because you get the pieces of tuna in it. There's several kinds that Grace have. We have the one in oil, the chunk in oil, the shredded in oil, and we have the water as well. So I have 2 cans of this chunky one that I went ahead and strained for viewers, because we're not going to use the water, but for time's sake, I had already did the pasta. You cook it to your perfection, how you want it, as the pot recommend. But remember to salt your water. I love to salt my water. It doesn't cause any problem, but it just makes your pasta flavorful.
So instead of shrimp Alfredo, we're doing tuna.
Yeah.
Fish Alfredo.
Yeah. And no, I never think about it. You know, the fish sound weird, but tuna is fish. Yeah. So and I have some heavy cream, some Parmesan cheese. I saved some of my pasta water. You might wonder why, but we're going to use that. We have some butter there. We're using our trusty Malheur garlic powder and the black pepper today. If you want, you can chop up some fresh garlic of your choice. We have some parsley as well, and a little bit of cream cheese to make it that creaminess. And to top it off, we have some garlic bread.
Look, you bring the whole trimmings. I appreciate
that. Every time I'm coming on the show, I make sure that I put my stuff together, that I don't forget anything, because then, hey, we need for it to come together for our viewers.
Okay.
So, like I said, our pasta is already cooked. So the main thing right now is just to get this sauce going. So like I said, I have some heavy cream here. This is about 2 cups, but I'm just gonna eyeball it. Miss V is an eyeball chef, guys.
Your ancestors want to tell you how when to start.
just forgive me. So we're just gonna pour about 1.5 cups in there. You know, we just wanna make sure that we have enough sauce. You know,
and of course you could add more.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. So I'm gonna add some of the garlic powder. Sorry, for flavor.
I want to tell you, Ms. V, the reason why I'm particularly really excited about this segment is because I've never made Alfredo sauce from scratch.
Oh, okay.
So this is going to be a real learning experience for me.
Yeah.
I usually just buy it from the jar, but I always wondered
Yeah.
I always wondered, but not enough to go and make it on my own from scratch.
Yeah,
So,
so,
this is gonna be fun.
Sorry, we're gonna add a little. This is optional if you want, but I like black pepper, so we're just gonna add some black pepper for flavor.
I am somebody
yeah,
that loves all of the garlic, so you could just put
of course, because then we need the garlic flavor to come through.
Yes.
You know, and we have some Parmesan cheese. We're not gonna add this. We're not gonna add this as yet. So we're just gonna put some butter. Sorry, just gonna add a oopsie. Oh, my apologies. Getting a bit excited.
So one of the things, Sabrina, so I was so scared to start making Alfredo because milk and warm milk is really hard to cook because it gets burnt or it curdles and it creates these chunks that I like. You know, it's not smooth.
Yeah, you just gotta take your time and make sure that the heat level is not too high.
Yeah,
because then it's gonna come together really fast. The thickness gonna come together really fast. So I'm gonna add a little bit of the pasta water here. You know, people might say, but why?
No, I've seen people use.
We're gonna add it as we go along. We're gonna add it. So I have some cream cheese. Here, Miss V is a cheese lover, you know. But
I think with any type of pasta, that's what you really see
necessary.
cheese being a prominent ingredient in that.
Yeah.
So we welcome it.
Yep. Don't be shy. Add the cheese. Yes.
And it's smelling great already, just with two types of seasoning. Of course, we saw black pepper and garlic being thrown in, of course, with the heavy cream butter and cream cheese. And of course, you will be adding extra items to that. You did use the pasta water.
Yes,
which is already salted.
Yeah.
So I imagine you won't be adding any more salt to this.
No, we're not gonna add any more salt. And like I said, you just gonna eyeball it for the amount of pasta that you have, because then you don't want your pasta to be dry.
Yeah.
You know, you want it to be creamy. I love a creamy pasta because then, hey, we need the garlic bread to dip in that sauce. You know, so I'm just gonna add some cheese, and as we go along and it keeps melting, I'm just gonna eyeball again for the pasta water, because we don't want our cheese to burn. You know, so
and the Philadelphia cheese does take a while
bring the
to
pasta
melt.
water for home, guys. So yeah.
Now, Miss V, my question is this: after making the pasta sauce, the Alfredo sauce, does it really speed up from there, knowing that the tuna is already canned?
Well, the tuna will be the last thing, because then we don't want it to break apart.
Okay.
You know, so when we finish with the sauce, we're gonna add the pasta and mix it. You know, that everything is coated. You know, then we're gonna add the tuna, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got
See, it's sticking it up very
looking
fast.
really
very
One
fast.
thing, the Philadelphia cream cheese take long to melt.
Yeah, and that's the reason why we have our pasta water right here.
Fun fact: Philadelphia cream cheese was not made in Philadelphia.
Well, as we are prepping our sauce, let's go over to Marvin and talk a bit about some of the items that are still on promotion at Grace. I know we have our trusty short tacks here for persons who would like to either catch them when they fly, when they crawl, or if they do both. Marvin, what's going on your side?
Right. Morning again, guys. Of course, we do have our short tax promotion that is continuing. This is the last month for the promotion. The promotion actually started at the beginning of August, no? So the promotion ends ending of November.
Have you guys found a lot of people coming in and giving reviews on the product?
We have had a lot of people giving a lot of good reviews. We have had a couple winners for the kit, the hurricane preparedness kit. So the promotion actually goes by you purchase any one of our super short tacks, whether the big one, whether the small one, and you take a picture of the receipt, you WhatsApp it to 670-6707, and each month 4 person gets to win a hurricane preparedness kit.
Yes.
And in that hurricane preparedness kit, of course, we have our super short tacks. Of course, we have our tuna. Of course, we have our different canned Grace foods. We have batteries. You have flashlight. You have first aid kits. So the kit is actually compact, no, for all hurricane essential, no.
And I think it's so important that we still continue to have this conversation. Of course, this would be the last month that we will be
Correct.
seeing the hurricane preparedness kit, but also this is the last month of the hurricane season.
Right.
But still important for us to be vigilant and be prepared, because these storms can come as quickly as 24 hours, and the next thing you know, we're all rushing to a store trying to gather all the goods that we possibly can. But Grace has been on top of their game, making sure that you guys stay prepared for the past few months. And of course, the shore tax, as you mentioned, comes in 2 different sizes. This is the large one.
This is
There's
a 600
also
ml, and then we also have the 250 ml.
yes,
Correct.
that sounds like something you could carry in your purse.
Yep,
Correct.
the to-go pack.
Yeah, so our
Miss
sauce
V, what do we have over
our
here
sauce
going?
is coming together.
Yes,
You know, it's
almost
sticking
done.
up a bit. You know, we don't want it to burn, so we're gonna start adding
Not tuna?
our pasta. No, we're gonna add our
Yeah,
pasta.
so that's what she was saying. If you put the tuna in, it breaks up. If
Yeah.
it cooks
And
too
that's
long.
the
We're putting it on
star.
top.
Yeah, we're gonna incorporate it, but not too much stirring afterwards.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a great pasta cream ratio. I was looking at the cream and I'm like, that's not enough for the pasta.
That's because you're a cheese lover.
I'm gonna put all of that cheese in this.
But we're just gonna keep on looking. We got more cheese, you know. So like, yeah.
You put it on top.
It's looking really good. That look like you could sell that, Miss V.
Miss V need to start to sell her stuff with you.
Really? No, and you can
Yes.
really see that the cheese is
Yeah.
like stretching as well. You
Yeah.
know, you definitely put in enough there.
Yeah.
No, this is a really quick process from here on out, because the pasta is already boiled. It's
Yeah.
ready. So you're just mixing it in,
Yeah.
and then you'll be adding the tuna
Yeah,
from
and
there.
we have some parsley that we're gonna put on it, you know, to give it some color. Yeah.
So get some parsley in.
What I wanted to know as well, Miss V, was
Yeah.
the difference in the labels on the tuna cans. We see a dark blue and a light blue there. Is there a particular reason why?
Yes, because like I said, this one is the chunky, and that's the shredded.
Oh, okay.
The shredded in water, and this is the chunky in water. And the same thing with the one in oil. The label is a bit different, but you will see because it says vegetable oil. But I prefer always using the water one for whatever recipe that I'm using. I tried the oil before, but
I feel
with a
like
recipe,
the oil one is okay for salads, but like the water one, it doesn't mess with the flavor of your
That's right.
of your recipe. Yeah, sorry.
She knows. She be in the kitchen.
Yep.
All right, so now we are layering our tuna on top.
Yep. That's right.
And it smells
We're gonna mix,
so
but not
good.
too much, because then we don't want it to really break up. That's the reason why I am using the chunky one.
Okay, so do we
Yeah.
fold it?
Yeah.
Just like
You know your techniques, my girl.
Make us proud, April.
That's right.
Nah, both of broke up this whole tuna.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right. And at this point, I'm gonna turn off the stove, because
Yes.
we don't want you to be stirring and think the stove is on.
But also, you don't want
Yeah.
to make it get dry.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, Okay, so I think
Yeah.
this is good.
Yep.
And then we plate.
Oh yeah.
Sabrina, get the garlic bread, girl.
Coming right up. Just got it from the oven.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh yes.
You can't have.
And you can use
pasta
whatever type of
without-
pasta for this recipe. You don't have to stick to the panini one that I'm using. You can use the there's a lot. There's a lot of pasta.
When I see you plating that, I think to myself, what's the appropriate amount of pasta that we should consume?
I am not the person to answer that question.
Listen, if I have a full plate, then I might not go with a lot of bread.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but then if there's not a lot of pasta, then yeah, because then I want my garlic bread.
I want
Yeah.
to be able to feel full, but this is like carbs and carbs and carbs.
Yeah,
You know, Sabrina.
that's the thing. Me and my daughter had a discussion. I like, who said bread go with pasta? The Italian, she said. Ma, like, okay, I'm not gonna argue with them either. So yeah,
All right, so perfect.
yep. 1, 2. Let's do two.
Just to
Yep, and then we're gonna drizzle a little bit of the parsley on top of the pasta again. You know, you wanted to do it?
Oh, Miss V, you gotta do it like.
yeah, you're gonna.
Yeah, you did it.
Salt, baby. Yes.
All right,
And-
there we have it, guys.
And some more cheese, please.
Oh, yep. That's April.
Yes, I was
If you, know,
literally thinking the
if
same
you don't
thing.
know anything about April loved cheese.
cheese.
Yeah, and there
Beautiful.
we have it.
Beautiful.
There we have it.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Our
Miss V, it
wonderful
looks
tuna.
delectable.
Alfredo.
And it can be as a meal prep as well, you know, for people on budget, you know, you can just whip this up and have it in your whatever size portion container that you have and stuck it in the fridge. And when you're ready, just add a little bit of cream when you're warming it up to give it that gooiness again, you know, because then you don't want the pasta to be dry, because whenever it sits, everything's just gonna come together. So
especially when it gets cold as well.
Yeah.
But Miss V, this looks completely delectable.
amazing.
Yeah,
As
thank
we
you.
wrap up this segment, I'll remind our viewers again how they can take advantage of these promotions and of course try even these recipes using Grace products. Marvin, how can we get them?
So like I said, guys, the short talks, the super short talks promotion in the ending of November. You just purchase any one of our super short talks, whether it's a 600 ml or it's a 250 ml. You WhatsApp your receipt to 670-6707, and you could be a lucky winner for your hurricane preparedness kit.
All right.
All right, guys.
Well, looks good enough to eat
it
to
looks
me.
good enough to
Yes.
eat, but I always say I need to take a picture of it first.
Yeah.
We just want to remind our viewers to, like, you know, comment, let us know if you've been trying these recipes. Tell us other recipes that you are looking to try, and Miss V will be happy to, to
that's
share
right.
more of her
And
recipes
remember
with
to
you.
use our Grace product. There's a lot of tuna on the market, but then guys, the best one for me is the Grace one, you know. So it's versatile. Like I said, you can always use it for anything. Panades, you can use it now for the pasta, you know.
tried it.
Yeah, we tried it in so many different recipes. So get these things, guys.
Yes.
Grace is always
Alright.
giving away stuff, you know. Publix, so always got a Publix, so you'll find stuff where Grace, they get extra ketchup, whatever it is, right, Marvin? He knows what's going down.
Yes,
you know? Yeah.
But
Yeah.
thank you guys so much for stopping by, sharing.
Yeah.
It's never a fun Friday without our friends from Grace.
Thank you.
But we do got to take another quick break, and when we come back, the conversation switches into the celebration of Dia de los Muertos.